Hi guys, Merry Christmas. How's everyone celebrating? We have good cheer, happiness, and it's all in the air. And I really hope we end the year with a happy note and we have good news. I actually hope that we have good news that Corona has left us. But anyway, we keep keeping our fingers crossed. So Merry Christmas to everyone. A lot of love, health, happiness to your home, from our home, and from Kitty Kalra and Namami Life. So today's topic is very interesting because there was someone on Instagram that actually asked me that do you age faster if you work out? Well, it was really an interesting question, and I know a lot of people must be thinking, and you must be guys like, really? Did someone really ask that? But friends, yes, you can age faster if you work out. There is a yes and there is a no. So let's discuss this, and I'm going to tell you about that the 4 best predictors for longevity are lean muscle mass, leg strength, cardiorespiratory endurance, and physical mobility and flexibility. These are the pointers that will tell you how fit you are and how long will you live. Now, all of these, of course, are better and they work better if you exercise. So in a way, it says that if you work out better and if you work out more and exercise regularly, you live longer, right? But physical fitness actually is very important when you look at muscle mass and you increase muscle mass. It's one of the factors which will actually make you go reverse in age. It'll make you look younger. It'll make your bones stronger, and it really contributes to being younger and living longer. So if we look at the first point, let's see lean muscle mass. It's actually the whole, when you build up muscle mass, of course, exercise is the key. How do you build muscle mass? It will help you become stronger, younger, like I just said. Exercise, of course, is the key. So if you work out for 2 or 3 days, please increase your days to 5 or 6 days of workout. That's how you will increase muscle mass. The kind of exercises that you can incorporate to build more lean muscle mass are compound exercises, which are like squats, barbells, push-ups, pull-ups, burpees, TRX training, kettlebell. So bring these in with your workouts. Try and mix your workouts instead of just focusing on cardios. So bring in more compound exercises, one. Bring in isolation movements, which are basically when you do your biceps or you do your calf exercises. So these are smaller muscle groups, but they actually bring and add volume to your body. Plus, these are muscle groups that don't tire easily and they do not really take a lot of recovery time. So they also add to adding up muscle mass in your body. The second very important factor, apart from exercise and the kind of exercises that you do, is improve and increase your protein intake. Increase your protein intake with a lot of mix of foods. I don't know if you're a vegetarian or a non-vegetarian, but a mix of salmon, fish, eggs, lean chicken, lean beef and meat, edamames, quinoa, buckwheat, yogurt, nuts, tofu, soya bean. So these are all things, cottage cheese, paneer, that you can add in your diet. Plus, plant protein powders are really in. And I wouldn't really say they're a fad. I did feel initially that protein powders was becoming more a fad and everybody wanted to take it. But believe me, you don't need protein powders if you're not working out for more than 1 hour. You will eat natural protein that you eat every day and you will build protein. But plant protein powders are also fabulous to push up your protein intake. Apart from that, the third point of building lean muscle mass is don't lose muscle mass. Especially when a lot of us focus on weight loss, we start losing muscle along with fat. We want to lose fat, but we all start losing muscle because we are not exercising enough and we start eating low calorie, low nutritional food, which actually will make us lose weight, But if you're not compensating it with a workout, you will start losing muscle as well. So diet plays a very important role. You want to build muscle and keep your muscle intact when you're dieting. The best way is to eat lesser calories than what you're working out. Okay, that's the best key and the most important one that you remember. Don't eat more calories than you burn in the whole day. And most important, how you will retain your muscle mass is recovery. When you're working out 5 to 6 days a week, you have to rest it out. 1 day a week is a recovery day for sure. So these are some of the pointers that you need to know of how to keep muscle mass intact. The second one is leg strength, which is also a pointer and a key factor in the longevity and keeping you fit for longer, and which will not let you age faster. Now, leg strength is actually the biggest muscle groups that are sitting in your glutes or your legs. So you need to focus on building more leg strength, because that's where the whole stability and the whole core that's where it's holding you up. So leg strength is very important, and a lot of us don't focus on leg strength because I think that's very hard to get results at. It's easier to get results when you're working out your upper body. I mean, you get faster results when you're doing shoulders, when you're doing chest. So a lot of us love upper body workouts because we see results, which is not the case in a lower body workout. But if you work out your lower body, you are going to build more stability, more strength there, because those are the largest muscle groups and they're very crucial for your overall health. So focus on building more muscle down there and working your legs more, because in the lower body is actually a key to an overall fitness. Plus it will also we'll answer some questions later. Plus it's also it's going to avoid your falls and injuries. Cardiorespiratory endurance. Now what is that? Cardiorespiratory endurance is actually when your heart, your lungs and all your muscles work together when you're working out. It's combined of all these, and it points out of how fit you are. So if you're more active, you have a better cardiorespiratory endurance. Well, a lot of tests that people do for checking that out is when you're doing the TMT test, the treadmill test. These are all the keys that show you how good is your cardiorespiratory endurance. To push up your cardiorespiratory endurance, you can choose exercises like a little running or a jogging in place. If you can't really go for a jog, jumping jacks, you can do your cycling, swimming, side hops, hop squats, stuff like that is going to actually start building your cardiorespiratory endurance. And then last one, which is another very, very important measure of your fitness and helps you stay fit longer and adds to your years and life, is physical mobility and flexibility. Now, physical mobility and flexibility is actually your joints and muscles. Mobility is your joints' ability to move fluidly. If I can open my fingers wide, it's my mobility, right? My joints, my shoulder joint. If I can reach it up to my ears, I can circle it around the ball and socket joint. These are all mobility. Okay, so they're so important. You know, you will not be able to function well. You will not be able to lead an everyday life comfortably if you have mobility issues and there is stiffness and tightness in your joints. Whereas flexibility is about your muscles. It's about lengthening. It's about how flexibility is in your muscles and how much your muscles are able to lengthen. That is flexibility. So that's why a combination of mobility and flexibility is very important, and you have to focus on them when you work out so that you build both to stay healthier. I'll tell you a simple key to know how fit and how healthy you are. How strong and flexible and mobile are you? You should be able to spring up from the ground if you do a plank or you dump down into a burpee, and how quickly you spring back is actually a pointer on how fit you are. Then secondly, you should actually be able to hold a squat for 10 minutes. Yes, it's a lot. Thirdly, when you get up from the bed, check how much time do you take to get up from the bed. So these are a few pointers that you could note to see how fit you are, and work on them if you feel that somewhere these are not so good, or your counts, or you're not logging in too many minutes in that, or you take time to get up. Start working on that. Exercise that you could do to build more mobility and flexibility are heel walks, their downward dogs, runner's lunge, side planks, standing cat and camel, because these all include joints and muscle strengthening and lengthening. When you do a cat camel, when you do a breaststroke, it all incorporates your joints and muscles. So start functioning and working on those. Side lunge with rotation, back lunges, these all open up and they start lengthening your muscles and help you build more flexibility. Plus maintain the mobility and stability so that you can do them while staying stable. So stability is a very important key, and that's why Pilates and yoga is a fabulous way to work out. Bring in strength training. Bring in 5 or 6 days of workout, guys. 2 days or 3 days of strength training and 2 or 3 days of cardio. In your strength training, lift weights, do TRX, do Pilates, do yoga. So these are the yeses for the exercises that you do not age if you work out. Is there an exercise program? Yes, I just said that bring in some runner's lunge, side lunges, diagonal lunges with rotation, do some downward dogs, do some standing cat and camel, do some breaststroke exercises, do some winged chest work. All these, especially your upper body, they're going to start working on your mobility. Once that is strong, it's going to start translating down towards your core and your lower body as well. Okay. Now, can exercise make us age? Yes, for sure. Over exercise, over training will definitely change the body's metabolism. And what happens then, that there is increased free radicals and atoms that actually cause permanent damage to your cells, joints and muscles, and speed up the aging process. So if you're overdoing your cardio, you will start seeing sagging lines, you will start seeing sagging wrinkles, puffiness in the eyes, sagging eyes, dark circles, if you don't sleep well, if you're not eating well, and overtraining and overdoing your workouts. Plus, it will also give you sagging breasts, pain in your joints. So you've got to remember that overtraining or overdoing any kind of training, especially for events. A lot of people do marathons, cyclothons, triathlons. So if you're logging in more than 100 miles a week for a run, or more than 200 miles cycling a week, you need to watch that, because somewhere it's going to start coming onto your lung and heart health. So that's what it is. Now, free radicals are actually created by external forces also. So if you're exposed to pollution, apart from overdoing your workout and cardio, pollutants, ultraviolet rays, that's where it'll again start coming on your face and your age is going to start showing. So remember, if you want to work out, do it for 5 or 6 days. Do not overdo it, because overtraining also kills your collagen, and collagen is what is actually responsible for us to look younger and stay younger. Otherwise it starts showing. Now, the exercise that mistakes that you can do, or some of them do if you're working out, we never feel that when we're working out we're doing anything wrong, but certain things that you could take into consideration is, don't overdo your cardio. Don't do HIIT if it's not for you. Listen to your joints. Be kind to yourself. Maybe that workout is not for you. So understand your body and the kind of workouts that you can do. The third one is bad posture and alignment when you're working out. Believe me, you're doing more bad to your body if you're working out every day but doing it in a wrong posture. So make sure that you're doing it right so that your joint health is healthy and happy. If you're not resting, it's very important to take 1 day of rest. You could probably just go around for a walk and not do anything to tax your muscles. Give them time to recover. What time you spend outside the gym is responsible for your repair and growth. So always remember that. Your shoes. A lot of us don't bother about shoes. I have clients who come in with Keds. They have those fancy fashionable Keds and they come to train for high intensity workouts with them. So no, check your right shoes. So again, so your knee health is good, your back health is good, if your joints are good with the right kind of shoes. If you're not strength training, guys, or doing your body weight training, you need to consider that. And then of course, less hydration, less sleep. These are all factors that will start doing damage to you and they will start making you age faster. So yes, exercise can make you age faster if you're not doing it the right way. But balance it, eat right, follow a healthy nutrition. So you're glowing, you should know you should have good gut health. So follow that and balance it well. So you don't overdo anything and you're doing the right form without being fatigued or burnt out. So keep exercising, and it's very important to stay healthy, happy, and work on your mental health as well. I'm signing off and I shall see you next year, 2021, hopefully healthy, happy, smiling, and stay blessed everyone. Merry Christmas again. Bye-bye.